I am very, very passionate about kind language when we're talking at end of life and when somebody has died. My best friend took her own life. She was 47 on 17th of February 2019. And I remember her family saying to me, you know, that they said which they like to view the body. And when they told me that, my heart just sank. And it's about visiting the person to say goodbye and making it as kind. It's an awful thing that's happening, but we can help to make it the most kind thing. We can't take away the pain, but we can be so kind. So I'm very passionate about kind language. I don't like the term committed suicide. It should be took their own life, bereaved by suicide. That's my personal opinion. Very outdated term. Visit, say goodbye to the person. We don't view the person, they are our loved one. We say goodbye. And important conversations, not difficult. Because if you tell medical staff they need to have a difficult conversation with a family member, it'll be put down the list. It's an important conversation that needs to be had now. It's a priority. So I would love to work with many of you and improve communication. It's all about kindness, empathy, compassion, and dignity. And we have one chance to get it right. And you know what, we try our best, but when we don't get it right, we need to listen to families and we need to take on board and learn lessons from not getting it right. So here at Shrewsbury and Telford Hospital, I've been working with Linda now for almost a year. I became an ambassador in November last year, and we started putting in the Good Grief cards into our packs that go out to bereaved families, or if they're actually in the hospital when their loved one dies, which happens very frequently, then we would give them a swan bag with useful information, signposting to the Good Grief Trust, and the really useful signposting and what to do next booklet from the hospital as well. We've also got pen, paper, tissues, the all-important tissues, because giving people permission to cry is so important. And a little jewellery bag as well, to put jewellery and give it back, gift it back to the families in a jewellery bag, because it deserves that kindness, doesn't it? Not just hand it over in someone's hand. It's precious, that jewellery, that ring, that necklace, or a hair lock. Some people like to have a hair lock. So we've been putting this that doubles up as a condolence card. It's a lovely card. And then inside there's a little credit card with information and the Good Grief Trust's details. Patients' relatives are saying that they really appreciate it. That's the feedback we're getting. The staff, myself and the team I work with, really feel it helps us, because as you can imagine, in a busy general hospital, we so want to deliver brilliant end-of-life care. We also want to ring up people the following week to see how they're doing, and we just don't have capacity of that because we're having to move on to looking after, you know, end-of-life care patients. I do my best trying to ring relatives up when I can, and the bereavement team ring relatives up to talk through next steps and signpost as well, so we make sure there's a follow-up. But I try my best, if I've had a lot to do with families, to give them a call and just see how they're doing. And they're telling me that having this card in the pack shows we care, and it's in the house. They don't have to navigate through a complicated system, services to find the service that they need. They've got it to actually, you know, pick up and make that call. And it's about being brave, isn't it, to make that call. And if somebody, you know, if you're in a really privileged position that somebody shares with you that they want help, then it's us as professionals that we really need to encourage them to get the help they need. But listening with that empathy and fascination and not being preoccupied by something else. It's real listening, not waiting to speak. It's that skill, isn't it, that you're listening and you want to support and signpost people at the hardest of time. And I am in an absolutely privileged position. I think I have the best job in the world, which people think I'm a bit strange because I love my role, but it's about making the best of an awful situation And I do my best to do that. And this trust doesn't always get it right, but when we don't get it right, we need to listen. And kind language is so, so important. So we will continue to give these out to every bereaved relative, friend, whoever's important to that person. And we will be doing lots for National Grief Awareness Week. I would love to work with many of you, like all of you. I'm a volunteer, do this in my own time. I'll work extra tonight to make sure that I've got this in today. But I will do anything I can just to help one family. If they don't have to go through or make it easier for them, then I have done my work. But we'll be lighting up Sir Captain Tom Moore's garden here at Telford Hospital, and at Shrewsbury we'll be doing the statue, the NHS 70 statue. And I, as Linda knows, I'm a bit of a person that just keeps on asking people, so I'm asking the I'm a Celebrity Castle and all sorts of other people, please light it up in orange for National Grief Awareness Week. But thank you, and thank you for sharing your stories, because really emotional, but we as professionals need to hear them to improve the care that we deliver. So thank you.